Hello, and welcome to the Healthy-ish Home. I'm Ainsley,
I'm Gerardo.
and welcome to our very first episode. You might be wondering, who the heck are these people?
And essentially, we're a couple that we met. We've been together for about 10 years. We got two little boys, two little fur babies. And when we first met, we just realized that we connected over fitness. And we wanted to share our journey in this fun adventure and have a dialogue and what we've learned
Yeah.
over the years.
So as we've been together, our relationship has grown, our love for each other has grown, and so has our love for health and fitness. So essentially, that's what we're here to do. We're here to talk to you about all things health, fitness, and also relationship.
Nice. So we'll jump right into it. Like Ainsley was talking about. The first one is going to be for fitness for us. When we first started dating, we just did a lot of running, lots and lots of running. But that's how we bonded, and that's what we do late at night. We go for a run on the beach.
That's what we used to do, yeah.
Yeah, that's what we used to do. And
That was our date.
that was our
Running on
form
the
of
beach
exercise, yeah.
for many, many miles.
And then that's all we really knew.
Mhm.
And then as we've grown together and in our journey learning more about fitness, we've been learning a lot.
And we want to share it all with you guys. So tell me, why healthy-ish? Why are we the healthy-ish home?
Right. I would say we're healthy-ish because we are not extremely restrictive on everything that we do. We don't over-calculate everything we eat. We don't go to the gym excessive, and there's a lot of leeway in our life, and we like it like that.
So essentially, that word's gonna be stuck in my head now because you said it. Essentially, we're not all or nothing.
Right.
We think there's room to be fit and still have fun.
Right. And that's what that gray area is, of the ish.
Ish.
And that we've just learned that in our experience, where it's not just you have to do everything or you failed. There is, days that you can have that drink. You can have
A burrito?
that burrito.
Yeah.
When we've started, I feel like that's running was like our only thing.
Well, I was a cardio bunny per se. When my journey with health started as just cardio. I think a lot of women can relate to that when they were
Right.
younger. They didn't do much weightlifting. There was like this taboo around weightlifting. So all I did was run or swim. It was just, I was super lean and it was pure cardio. And if you wanted to hang out with me, you were going to go on a run.
Yeah.
That was it.
And it was pretty interesting because I thought we'd be socializing, running, and hanging out and like going for a light jog. But she would put headphones on and then just dust me. And I'd be like, what's going on?
I was there for a purpose.
Yeah, she was like, not messing around. I'm getting my run in. This is important. And then we'd talk afterwards. We'd stretch, hang out.
That's when we would talk.
Right. All gassed. And it was an interesting experience because we used to drive so far just to get to the running spot, run, and then drive back. So it was like a good 3-hour chunk of time.
Mhm.
And one of the things we were going to talk about is the whole I have no time for exercise.
Oh, yeah.
And how did we learn from our experiences and where we've gone?
Well, we went through all the phases because when we met, we didn't have a lot of responsibilities.
Right.
We were young. And then as our family grew, I think there were periods of time where we felt that way. For reals, we were like, there is no time. Like how? And then it took a while to really get dialed in and realize, okay, there is time. We just have to make it.
Right. And for a little while, I had the mentality, it was like, if I don't do that hour at the gym, I'm not going to even try.
That's the all or nothing.
That was the all or nothing. I felt like I wasn't getting like if I wasn't maximizing the workout and the time and benefits, and then there was no point. And learned so much from that, whether it's just a little walk here, 10 minutes of exercise here, and it doesn't have to be that 1.5 hour gym session. to make it fit in your schedule.
Well, for me, in my own experience, and you've probably heard me say this, is I have these non-negotiables that I've created for myself, because I was the same way. It was all or nothing. If I wasn't going to get that hour in at the gym, once I started going to the gym, because that's a whole new experience as well. But so I started going to the gym. I fell in love with weightlifting. I'm like, this is way funner than cardio. No offense, cardio. I still enjoy you. Don't get hurt feelings. I like cardio. But I started having a lot of fun once I learned how to lift. And same thing, all or nothing. If I'm not going for the hour and a half, why go? But now, if I only have 20 minutes, I will go and get 2 good compound lifts in. And that's what keeps me on track.
Right. Yeah. Especially that's all you really need, because that little bit's going to get
the
your
rest
body
is
going.
fun. The isolation work and
Sure.
all that is fun, and I enjoy it. But yeah, the very minimum for me is getting those 2 compound lifts.
Yeah. And don't get us wrong, guys. If we had plenty of time, we'd probably be at the gym.
We'd live there.
We live there all the time because we just enjoy it so much. But with responsibilities and with life, you got to be able to fit things in where you can. And that was an interesting experience when we first started getting into strength training and weightlifting, because I was getting discouraged when weightlifting, because I was like, I'm trying so hard, but I didn't realize the whole health part of I'm not eating enough. I was just a runner. I just ran, ate what I thought was healthy, quote unquote. But I was realizing I was always under eating and I was always running. And then I would try to sprinkle strength training, and I'm like, I had it all backwards. I had it all wrong.
For your goals.
For my goals, because to my mind, trying to get fit was getting muscular, but I only knew was running. So I'm like, how do I get muscular by running? And it was just such a weird concept. Like, oh, maybe if I pushed harder, you can get into sprints and intervals, but I wasn't doing that. I was just running, thinking I was looking
Where are you
fit.
at right now in your journey?
Right now, I'm really just trying to follow this workout plan where I'm doing the compound movements twice a week, and that's it. And to me, it's like, how is that enough? Like, is that enough frequency? Like, is that enough volume? And I'm like, no, trust the process, And all the other days, I'm doing really light, trigger sessions is what they call them, with workout bands. And that's kind of goes back to like, you don't have time. I'm like, well, if you go to jobs, you have a 30-minute break every single day. And
so utilizing that time well.
Exactly. So I don't need to be spending my 30 minutes on my phone, just scrolling, which a lot of people do.
It's very easy to do.
Very easy to do. And there's times where I'm just burnt out. And I was like, I'm just going to sit here and veg out. But on other days, I have 10 minutes of resistance bands that I take to work. It's so easy. You don't have to worry about bringing a kettlebell or dumbbells rolling around or stowing in your car. You just have a little bag of resistance bands, which I absolutely love. And I do all these movements, and I use the, whatever props in front of me at the vehicle to, get a different angle. And I'm really liking it because I'm not trying to get a workout in. I'm just doing some light movements to get my blood flowing. So I'm getting ready for that second day, in the week. So, and it's been hard for me because I was like, no, I'm not doing enough volume, but I'm just going to trust the process, because it's very easy to overtrain.
Yeah.
Especially with weightlifting and trying to hit all the muscles constantly, thinking it's not enough, but it is enough.
Yeah. Yeah. So how do we keep our relationship strong? So we touched on fitness and where we're both at in our fitness journey right now. What about our relationship? So we've been together for 10 years. Married for 3, I think. 4 maybe? I don't know. Usually the husband doesn't know, but I don't know. I just know we've been together for 10 years.
We've been together for a while.
What are some things that now we have 2 kids, responsibilities, both have jobs. How do we keep our relationship strong? What is something that we enjoy doing just to connect on a daily basis?
Yeah, I really like that we incorporated our walk, and it's not like a hard. We have, we sometimes
want
miss it. We want to.
It's on the calendar. The alarm goes off.
Yeah.
And more often than not, though, we do.
Yeah, we
get out there and go by ourselves. That's the key. We love our children, but by ourselves, and it's not even long. Sometimes it's just 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Around the block.
But that 10 minutes does so much. At least I know you were joking earlier, like in the week, like, oh, it's for me. And I was like, well, it
It
kind of
really
is
is.
for
It
me.
really is.
But-
Something that you need, and I love giving you.
But yeah, I really do enjoy it. And it's just, for me, it's like a pause in my day from the transition from
Like a deep breath.
yeah, it's like a deep breath because we're at work and then I come home and then it's really easy to just jump right into a nighttime routine with the boys and getting ready for the
Whatever
next day.
project needs to get done.
Yeah,
right?
project has to get done. And our little walk is just like a little pause on everything else where I can like, okay, not worry about anything for just 10 minutes and just see where we're at because you're my best friend. And it's like, I want to spend as much time with you.
Mhm.
So that's a nice little, let's pause, let's breathe, let's just hang out. Sometimes we don't even have to talk. We're just walking
Yeah,
next to you.
please. I'm just kidding.
You're like, you talk way too much. But it's really nice. And
Yeah.
especially in the evening once it cools off and then we enjoy the sunset. And it's
Yeah.
not like we're driving anywhere to go on a hike or to go to a lake or anything.
That's
it's just
true.
so close. It's just our
Time's
kids.
gonna change soon. Look at those little headlamps to keep walking.
Oh yeah, a little lantern. And put like a little more bug stickers on there so we're not getting chewed up out there. But yeah, I really like that we're consistent with that for most weeks. And the weeks that we kind of drop it or like we kind of forget about it and kind of get distracted
Snooze
with
that
others,
alarm.
yeah, snoozed. I feel disconnected, you know. So for our relationship, that's like a little tweak that we've implemented.
Yeah, this last like month or two, really.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's been fun. Something else that we've been learning this year was how important sleep is. And I don't know if it's because we're getting old
Oh yeah.
and we're feeling it more, but just really how important is sleep? Like recovery. Like,
Well, especially from when we first met.
oh
Oh
gosh.
God, let's
We
take
were
a
in
sip
our-
for that.
We were in our early 20s.
Mhm.
You were, I don't even know if you were 20 yet, honestly.
I was legal, guys. I was legal. Yeah, because the whole idea was like we'll just sleep in or we'll get caught up at another day, and we were running a ton. We worked
Working
a
ton,
lot,
yeah.
and we hung out a ton. So like we didn't get much sleep, but we did like push it off eventually, and eventually I would sleep in. You're always busy.
I've never been a sleeper inner
sleep.
or a napper. I still
I
can't
know.
nap.
Yeah, I
I'm
nap.
in my
Anyway.
30s now. I thought I'd be able to nap by now.
Yeah. But you know, when you're tired now, you're like, it's 7 o'clock, guys. I'm
Let's
winding
go to
down.
bed.
I'm ready.
Bedtime is early. I can't nap, but I can push that bedtime
Yeah,
early.
really early.
Yeah.
Which it throws the kids off. That's where I kind of stay up and hang out with them.
You got
because-
them.
I got them. You tag me in, babe. But yeah, it's been interesting trying to lock it in. And as we learned how important sleep is,
Well,
but
getting our
before-
sleep trackers. I think
Yeah.
that was a huge deal. Getting a device that actually tracks our sleep. So even when we think we get good sleep, it's like, dang,
yeah.
we didn't. Like I got up a ton, or I was tossing and turning, or the kid was kicking me, or something.
Right.
You know.
And sometimes it was kind of obvious where like we felt terrible because we were up a bunch of times. And it was very accurate to recording of that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't like you slept great and you're up every 2 hours. So
Mhm.
that was cool to actually put a number and some data to it and actually look over your month or two. Because from day to day, it's easy like, oh man, I didn't feel good. Like I didn't sleep good,
Yeah.
or I felt good. But actually to know the pattern over 4 months, 5 months, I'm like, okay, what's the pattern here? And then learning about time, like the time that you go to bed.
The
Because
consistency.
the
Going
consistency is so important.
to going to bed at the same time every night, or reasonably, like it's hard and fast, right? But reasonably, the same time affects your sleep quality over time in a positive way.
Oh yeah, it's a huge difference. And then you're they call the circadian rhythm, and your sleep quality goes up. But it's really tough, especially with our older one, because he always wants to stay up later and he wants to draw more. Or
Well,
he
there's
wants
that
story
healthy
time.
ish. So
And that's yeah,
we have designated Fridays, Saturdays, or where we're gonna stay up a little later, and we already know that. And you can kind of spin that to be like, well, we consistently stay up later on these
Mhm.
nights, so our body and mind adapts to it. There's no research on that yet, but I'm sure our body and mind does adapt to it, and it works itself out. It's not like it's consistent. Sunday through Thursday, we go to sleep reasonably early,
yeah,
and then Friday to Saturday, we stay up a little
Yeah.
later with our kids.
right. It's like consistently at a schedule, like on that
But it's on schedule.
Well,
it's a scheduled, unscheduled
it's a
event.
scheduled unscheduled, exactly. Which I know it kind of throws me off because if I stay up late on Friday and let's say I'm off Saturday, I knew I'm going to sleep in to cover up, make up for that.
Well, yeah, because you
staying up.
can.
Well, then it'll throw me up because then I'll not throw me up, throw me off. And then that Saturday, I know I'm not going to be able to go to sleep at an earlier time because I'm already offset. So like, yeah, there's like data saying like it's good to stay 7 days straight. And that's our healthy-ish
Again, yeah.
about our lifestyle where we're okay compromising that a little bit here and there. Now, if that was our whole week, yeah, we'd feel it. We'll feel like garbage. I mean, we even recognized it on our date nights way back when. We're like, okay, staying up late past 10 o'clock is like messing us up.
Well, that's when we'd have date night in the middle of the week. And it's like, we can't.
In the middle of the week was
we
tough.
had to like wean that out. We couldn't do that anymore.
Yeah, because then it'd take us 3 days just to recover from that one staying up late.
But yeah, when we used to be cool, I guess, and we'd stay up. Now our late is like 11.
Yeah.
A couple months, not even that long ago, a couple months ago, our late was like 1 a.m. and we can't hang, guys.
Yeah,
we can't do that anymore.
We can't do it anymore. And
but we had a party for Leo's birthday.
Yeah.
11 p.m. I'm like, why are people still here? It's a 6-year-old birthday party.
That was so late for us.
Love you guys if you're watching.
Oh, well, that's the thing.
It was fun, but I was feeling it. I was like,
she was really feeling it.
I want to go to bed.
She was tired. Well, I feel pretty good.
Yeah, you always feel good. Gosh.
Well, I'm like a night owl, so I get like a second wind when it's like after 6:37. As long as I, keep hanging out, and socializing.
So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed our first episode. So we'll typically be talking about health, fitness, and relationships, and we want to create an atmosphere where you guys feel like you're a part of the conversation. So just give us a like or follow on whatever social media platform you're watching on.
Right.
And we'll see you again next Friday. Bye.